Hi Jessica, I want to thank you and your company for your interest in the tip and clicker die cutting press. I'm going to demonstrate cutting the material you sent with a couple of different dies. This is steel rule die. It has some small punches on it. Obviously I'm not going to be able to do the whole thing because the material samples weren't that large, but I can do something like that. And also I'm going to use a clicker cutter, which looks more like a cookie cutting apparatus here, but it's going to, I think, get the effect we want. First I'm going to try with the steel rule die, and we'll take some material and lay it down on top of this. Let's see if we can't get the effect you're looking for. Turn that around, we'll slide it in. See what we got here. And I believe it's going to punch out some nice little round holes. Pretty slippery material. Now this die is not a brand new die, so obviously the effects will be a little bit better with a new die. But as you can see, the holes that were punched are nice and clean edges around there. Now we're going to try a different die cutter with some larger holes, I should say. This has 4 of the slightly larger holes. I'm going to lay the material on top of that. I'm going to get it in there. See, we have about the same effect with this. Now this seems to be, this die here is not as good as I'd like it to be. It's not as sharp. So we had a little bit of fraying on the edges. I probably could have used the 1500 model and probably got a better cut. And that may be the option we have to go with. I'm going to go ahead and try a different one on this side. I saved 2 pieces of that just for this. We're going to lay that on here, stick it under the 15. And obviously we get a little bit better cut out of that. But like I said, this die is a sample die that we've used over and over again. And I will send these samples back to you. And we are going to, the last test we're going to do is for your angles. And I'm going to need to change the color for that. Go to a thinner board with a thicker die. Actually, we're going to put the die on the bottom this time. Material down, the die on the material, and I'm going to cut several different pieces out of this sample. Turn the other one around this way. And we're going to try to get 3 different cuts out of this. And line it up just so you have enough room to you're going to have 3 cuts out of this piece, which is some tough material. And as you can see, the edges are nice and clean. And I will call to discuss the samples that we did and get them back to you. Thank you.